Hello everybody and welcome on my journey to watch 500 films in 1 year. The next two films I watched were Murder Party and Blue Ruin. Murder Party is about a man who receives a random invitation to a Halloween party and is led into the hands of a rogue collective intent on murdering him for the sake of their art. Blue Ruin is about a mysterious outsider whose quiet life is turned upside down when he returns to his childhood home to carry out an act of vengeance. Proving himself to be out of his depth, he winds up in a brutal fight to protect his estranged family. I normally don't cover two single films in one review, but I felt it was important to consider them together, as they are both about murder. The movies are written and directed by the same person, and they share cast members. In a similar way to Sam Raimi, writer-director Jeremy Saulnier was part of a group of filmmakers in college, the Lab of Madness, who made horror movies on a VHS camcorder and Super 8. Their first attempt at a feature was a screenplay titled Moustache, and they shot a short film titled Crab Walk in an attempt to get funding for the film. After failing to find investors, the group decided to greenlight Murder Party with no budget in August 2005, and in February 2006 they began shooting. I really admire their dedication to the project, and the result was actually extremely polished, but I have to admit that I found the plot to be a little like a drunken stream of consciousness, and the dialogue to be not very funny at all. I would say it's an acquired taste. The effects are brilliant, especially when Macon Blair, who plays the character Macon, gets burned. And there is a gorgeous cat, Puff Snooty, who plays Sir Lancelot. Sorry, I'm such a sucker for adorable animals. However, the acting is mostly horrible, and the whole murder for the sake of art thing has been done before, so I came away feeling pretty disappointed and slightly aggravated. Blue Ruin, on the other hand, is sublime. It's incredible that the films were made by the same person, in my opinion, as this movie is poignant, powerful and considered. But I guess Jeremy Saulnier had time to develop his skills after he made Murder Party. Macon Blair and Stacey Rock are in both movies and provide wonderful performances as Dwight and Hope respectively in Blue Ruin. I would go as far as to say I think Macon Blair is a rising star, as I found him to be captivating in all films I've seen him in so far. The pace of the movie is slow, but that allows the audience to bond with Dwight, and the atmosphere ranges from calm to stifling, so the audience is always kept on their toes. It's also worth noting that the colour blue appears in every shot. Murder Party wasn't at all to my taste, but it was interesting to see how this forged a path for Jeremy Saulnier and the rest of the Lab of Madness, resulting in Blue Ruin and Green Room, a film I recently reviewed, being shared with the world. It's no surprise, therefore, that I give Murder Party a thumbs down and Blue Ruin a gigantic thumbs up. Please join me for my next review, where I'll be talking about The BFG, directed by Steven Spielberg. Thanks for taking the time to listen, and I hope to hear from you soon.